to another. I got same form.
That's another, that's
Same
36.
has got to do with show.
Yeah.
The same kind of thing. Same way the one they're working on now
The next one is the scene.
has this that has
Zigzag.
the zigzag on it.
I don't
No?
know where that.
Which is pretty good, don't you think? It would be this. See? That's the same kind of shape. Here. Exactly the same kind of shape. And if you wait 1 minute, I'll get you the one from there and I'll show you the other same kind of shape. You see? But rather than have it literal. It's, once again, a reverse shape, you see? It's just an interpretation of it. You can get bigger ones of these, actually, see that.
Our model looks like this earthquakes, this
Is it that straight? Okay. Take my photograph.
Now you gotta go out
Just
this
wait, you need to cut that.
Okay.
That's fine.
Well, I get somewhere like that.
And then just set it right in.
Yeah, that's
Right now we don't have to do about setting it up. Right now we have to do about setting up that sheet.
yeah.
Kind of throw out all the forms and all that. That's what we should do.
Let's go back.
You mean this is the moment of truth? The way
Let's see if it's going to bend.
you all gonna be right now. aren't you?
Well, we're going to like screw it a couple times on the bottom, let it set for a little bit, and then maybe come back, like I said, slowly work it. Because I just don't think this is exterior work wood. If we soak it, I think it's going to fall apart. Look, that's this edge here. It goes. This is the bottom now.
That's great.
Now here's the edge of it. So what we're going to do is let's make mark down 4 inches and draw that all across there.
You want to put that down there?
And that'll start. Yeah, this is the back side. That's it. 4 inches down right there. So I'd write that chalk. I forgot the chalk.
Which end is the end that's, is that the end that's got the,
What's happening?
well, we're trying to figure out how to divide it. This video comes in 4x8 sheets, so we're trying to figure out how to make this really 4-foot shape up 4x8 sheets.
No, basically you're now building the actual piece, right? These are the actual shapes that you take from the model. I mean, like for example, what you're doing is blowing up this element.
Right here.
Against the grain,
Yeah, so you're actually fabricating on the elements of the sculpture by blowing up the model, right?
yeah, we're just gonna lay down pieces of wood to match this configuration, draw up without the
I see, yeah.
Almost
We
equal,
did
but it
now.
just turns out that it seems like going with the grain has a little bit greater tendency of wanting, or at least being able to be encouraged to bend.
forward. So,
Having any problems here?
we have a lot.
Tell me about your
Oh, well,
Tell me about our
listen.
problems. Maybe you'll tell me about your problems.
we should do it this way anyway, because this is where the 8-foot length is, and that's where the grade is going.
And
So,
we
the grade is
with
going
this.
like this, right? Right. Okay.
This is the only thing. See, the splices are the most difficult.
Except for this one piece. This piece, the grade will have to go like this,
Yeah,
because we need to get 5.5 feet that way.
and that's the only one. And these things we're going to have to reinforce these in order to have them heal up, or at least able to do that. So we're going to have to put 2x2s, or if we got some 1x3s, we want some 1x3s. That would work real good with.
Where is this point? This point is about maybe 4 feet in from the corner, so we still have a problem with having to go over those, already the triple thickness down there.
Maybe we should bring this out and sand this dry, so we won't forget. And get the belt sander, so we won't forget it.
We're gonna have to sand that at the same time as we sand the edges here. And then, maybe while one of us is working on cutting this out, the other one can do some of the sanding.
Oh, there's a little, there it is. Oh, it's backwards.
Well, it doesn't matter. No, I mean, see here, I just have to say there.
Oh.
That's what it is. Never mind. The next one is, maybe 5 and then 4 or something like that. 5 and 4. The next one is 3/8.
Oh, now this is a big break.
A happening on the beach. A sculpture blending into sand dune, the sand spit, created by a master artist and the fellows who've been studying with her. A typical example of why Florida is known as the state of the arts. Or is it? And is Florida truly a state of the arts? Those are questions we'll explore on this edition of Florida's Watching. Beverly Pepper, in a distinguished career in the arts, many pieces of sculpture, have you ever had as much fun doing one as this?
Well, no, I never have. I'm not sure whether I like the people more or the birds more. I have never seen birds catch pieces of bread in midair.
Have you been in a situation where you've worked with a group of students, fellows, in this kind of a setting as you have at the Atlantic Center for the Arts before in your career?
Very, very unique experience, very unique. I have worked with students at Dartmouth and lots of places, but never in this kind of extended family, 3-week long period, much involved, living with them as if they were bloodsuckers, wanting to know every bit of what was inside my mind. They're a wonderful group of young people.
Did you have any trepidation about taking on a group of this sort in that way?
Oh, lots. Oh, lots. First of all, if you come down and you want to do something that you've had in your mind, there's a kind of dictatorship. And you have to worry about whether they're going to collaborate. No one wants to be a collaborator. Instead, we had the best collaboration. They were absolutely open, inspired. We had a wonderful time. There was a lot of give and take, and the center idea is just brilliant. It's like an old bottega in the Renaissance time, masters and young artists. It's a fantastic idea.
Now, we're going to look at some video that's been shot as this has all come together during the day here. Tell us about the development of the idea and then the development of the structure itself.
This idea dated back to about 1970 when I wanted to make a sculpture on the beach. And last year, I'm on the advisory council of the Atlantic Center. When they asked me if I would come down here, I thought, well, what a great place to do my beach sculpture. But when I got here, I didn't realize I was going to, only 2 minutes.
Right.
Anyway, what happened, I came down with an idea. Everybody contributed. They made all the wood patterns. They did all the physical work. And the whole community then came in and dug. I don't know whether you have it on film, but old people, young people, everyone who passed by helped.
I noticed that you managed to get even Drew Murphy, the art critic for the local newspaper, involved with it. That's a pretty good accomplishment.
I didn't know it was what he did. He came along and I gave him a shovel. He started digging. He stayed the whole day. And then afterwards, someone told me he was the art critic, and I thought it was the only art critic I've ever seen who did manual labor.
Well, I think that's pretty good to get that kind of involvement. We ask, at the end of these sessions frequently, we ask the fellows, the students who have come here, what they've learned. Have you, as a master artist, as a teacher in this, have you learned something out of this? Have you some new ideas that have come to you in the course of this?
Well, I think I've deepened a lot of ideas I've had. I've also learned that I only want to do this every so often, not too often, because these are very interested, absorbing young people who take all you have, and I feel as if I've left my soul behind.
Well, we're delighted that there's a little bit of you that's staying in Florida. And
hope so.
thank you, Beverly Pepper, for being part of this.
I just loved it. Thank you very much.